I get asked when talking to wedding professionals is, how do I create a client experience that they will never forget? And the answer to that is a streamlined and simplified workflow. Then comes the next question: how do I create a workflow? It's not that hard. You already have a workflow. It's the process that you take when working with a client. So from the initial contact until the wedding day, what do you do each step of the way? You may not have a streamlined workflow, but you have a workflow. The thing that you have to do when you want to streamline and simplify is to write down your entire workflow. This is the first thing I do with my clients after we have created their business plan and determined their goals. We sit down and we write out every single thing that they do from that initial contact until the wedding day. Every little step that happens, from the client booking a call to sending them a proposal to the client paying and signing, and any email that happens in between, along with what you are doing behind the scenes. Are you creating Google Docs? Are you setting up a project management board for the wedding? Are you editing photos? Are you creating timelines? What are you doing behind the scenes? That is all a part of your workflow as well. Now it's time to figure out what areas of your workflow feel messy and cluttered. Are there times when you're missing emails from clients? Or is there moments when there's a lot of back and forth communication with the client, which leads to extended periods of time where you're waiting for their response and they're waiting for yours? So it takes maybe 2 weeks to determine something that you need to for your couple, when in reality, maybe you could be setting up a call or using a questionnaire to simplify that area of your workflow. Figure out all of these areas that are super messy and cluttered and write them down. You don't have to know the answer right now, but write down those areas that are not working for you, or circle them if you've written them all out on your workflow. Now I want you to figure out what areas of your workflow that you could add in a client experience that is going to leave your couples completely wowed and mind blown. These are the things that are going to make our couples want to refer you to others or come back for future services. Could you add in a little gift or a thank you email or a pep talk? Or maybe you have some tips and tricks for a wedding that has nothing to do with your specialty. Add those in there. Figure out what you want your client experience to be, and then determine where you can add that into your workflow. And the final piece to creating a streamlined workflow is to figure out what areas of your workflow can be automated. Are there emails that you are sending to every single client that doesn't necessarily need to be personalized or customized? Those are the emails that we can then automate and take it off your hands so that it's happening behind the scenes. Or maybe you can't automate it. Maybe you need to have it personalized. So now it's time to determine, can I outsource this to somebody else and they can handle all of this communication so that I can focus on other areas of my business? So after you walk through those few questions and you write all of that stuff out, you have your workflow. It really is that simple, and it doesn't take a long time to really declutter and simplify your workflow. Of course, there are probably going to be things where you don't know that you can automate and streamline a little bit more, and that's where the experts come in. We have worked with multiple different wedding professionals, so we can give you our expertise on how to automate, streamline, and simplify your workflow even more to make business a little bit more enjoyable. My VIP days are exactly what this is for. We will work together to plan out and automate your workflow, write all of your emails, create brochures or proposals or questionnaires to help make your client experience easy for you and your couples. And one day you can have your entire workflow set up and ready to go. That is the magic of a VIP day. So if you don't feel like you have the the headspace to sit down and plan out this entire workflow and figure out all of your processes and how to take your client experience to the next level, a VIP day is what you need. But maybe you are ready to do this on your own and you have the time. Think through these questions, write them all down, and really spend some time discovering how you can make your client experience fun, simple, and enjoyable for both you and your couple. Today's video is short, sweet, and to the point. You really don't have to overcomplicate creating your workflow. Come back in 2 weeks where we are going to talk about how to onboard your couple so that they know what to expect each step of the way when working with you. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss when the next video comes out.